All right, so here we have 3 of them that were coming out all at the same time. And yeah, they work out really well in here typically, and they're not hurting each other, but it's just a matter of who gets to go first. There's Princess over there. And this is Michelangelo. He has a bigger, flatter shell. Let me just kind of help you off of little Donatello. There's Donatello, and there's little Merida. All 4 of them together will go inside that burrow and sleep under there. It's very wide, almost as wide as the size of this wood box, but I have big cinder blocks on the sides and in the back, and I put some floor tiles on the cement and then covered that with some more dirt underneath this whole area here. Then I put the plywood on it and the dirt, and so that they would have a burrow to crawl into. Littlefoot is too big. Littlefoot doesn't fit, but these 4 all fit in there, and they start doing the little scratching and digging thing. So that is what we're doing with the box that I built 2 years ago. So all 4 of these fit very comfortably underneath. And they just sometimes, and they put that log sideways there, so I just kind of leave it. Everything that they put, I kind of leave it that way, even though I think it might make better for traffic if I move things. It's just where they want to be, and it's totally fine. They'll figure it out. But I'll get a picture a little bit later of them either all going in there at the same time or kind of as they come out. All right, so they have that whole area that they can be in, but they know this is their bed. And again, it's really worked out great. I recommend this. And again, I have it underneath, so it's sheltered underneath this. And if you want to see how I built it, you can see that in a video from a couple years ago. I'll reference that. And I'm super happy with it. I'm sure we'll use this for a good couple years to come. Who knows? Maybe all the way till, maybe always. That little digging action there is just something they do naturally. And, you know, they put that log there, but I think I'm going to move it just to make it easier so more can go in and out easier. So, sorry guys, I'm just going to kind of move it over here. That way it just kind of has more open access for them. Alrighty. I'll look more of them now later, but it's getting toward the end of September, and very soon here they will be sleeping. Again, all 4 have been sleeping in there the last couple nights. So I'm thinking that's where they will sleep through the entire winter. Again, I have both of the solar thermometers, and so the thermometers are right there. This one tells me the temperature inside, and this is the one outside, outside being in this area. But the digital thermometers, solar, I got on Amazon, and they're really great. They did pull that one piece of tape off. I'll need to replace this piece of tape here. So the one goes down into and underneath, and then this one just tells me the temperature in here. All right, I think I'll replace that piece of tape right now. Merida one last good hydration before, and we're coming down over here. One hydration. These guys are coming, they just woke up and they're coming down their drawbridge. I think you must have left Donatello. He hasn't woken up yet. Okay, he'll come out. So they're coming down their drawbridge that my son cut out for me. Thank you, Dylan. And and they might be coming down to get some water, or they could be coming down to get some romaine. And the last, there's some sugar snap peas over there too. Or they're coming down to nibble on my toes. Probably not. But I will definitely give loves. So it's about 1 o'clock, end of October. Actually, not that far. It's October 17th. And these guys are just slowing down and getting ready for hibernation. Eating romaine is a great source of water and will help to replenish the water stores. Also, sitting in the water, letting it soak. Meredith will probably put her head down. I think I saw her do that a couple times already to get some more water in, and then they release their old water stores and replenish their water stores when it comes out. Quite often it comes out as a chalky, a white substance. So when that happens, they're just replenishing. That typically happens when they replenish their water stores. She's kind of bobbing her head back and forth too, which normally means they're going potty, but I'm not quite sure what she's got going on there right now. But it's very good if you can set them in the water. She can walk out if she wants. She's not stuck there. It's kind of more of a lukewarm water because most of that water was there before the irrigation came on and the sun warmed it. So they really enjoy it. The lukewarm water, probably kind of like a nice little warm bath. But I'm not sure. Maybe she's just going to sit there for a little while and enjoy soaking it up. Again, taking in the water through her skin, through her shell, and then putting her head down and getting it. But it's very important to hydrate your tortoises and that they get that hydration prior to hibernation. So that's what's going on today. I was happy to see them all wake up together and come out, except, like I said, except Donatello. I'm not sure. He's probably just going to be the last to get up. And I'm not really sure what Merida is doing. I'm not really sure what Merida is doing here, but that's her size. So she's still very small, just, bigger than she's been growing, which is good. But she is 2 now, and the others are 3. So she is the youngest, and she will sleep through the winter. She slept last year through the winter. I just don't have them sleep through the winter on their first year. And they get really, really dirty when they're inside. Of course, they get dirty when they're in the dirt. That only makes sense. But I might put some water on their shells, like I like to do. It kind of, I think it cools them off. It gives them that. For me, I feel better because they're getting them all cleaned up. But they probably prefer just to be themselves. And again, Meredith's still sitting over here. I'm not really sure if she's going to just sit there for an hour or what she's going to do. So I'm not going to keep the camera on her for a whole hour. I'm going to put your face down, get a little bit more water. There we go. All right, she must be understanding what I'm saying. It's pretty funny, the honeysuckle stuck to her. And she's a little girl, and she's so cute. She's going to be little her whole life if she's only growing this much now. But she's just a picky eater. She really prefers just certain things. She eats a lot. She just is picky. Oh, okay. Now Princess has opted to forego the water, to forego the romaine, and she's just going to go back up inside now. So that's interesting. So they might rummage around a little bit if you have tortoises that are kind of restless, and it's just very normal. They need to figure it out for themselves, and they make sure that they know that they need to replenish their water stores, so they'll do that too on their own. And they do slow down on their eating and everything, because remember, their hibernation is when everything slows down. Their heart rate slows down, their breathing slows down, and they go into their long sleep, and they live off of their water stores. So again, romaine is a great source of water for them. And quite often these guys release their water stores when they are having their romaine. All right, so here we go. These four, again, just crawling around, making sure they know where they need to go. It's kind of like a nesting process, kind of dig, look around, dig. So right here, this is a thermometer reading for the outside one, and then this one here goes down inside underneath and tells me the temperature inside there. These were both really great investments, the 2 digital solar thermometers. This one tells me the temperature inside. So one gives me the reading inside the burrow underneath, and the other one gives me the reading out here. It's actually kind of warm today. It's probably one of the last warm days, but the nights have been very cold, and I think that's why they have had some confusion. But it'll be cold here very soon, and they will be able to all nestle up together underneath here and sleep. As I said, they've all been sleeping together underneath inside here. There's plenty of room for them. So they'll nestle themselves back in there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which will be in about an hour and a half. And I'll try to catch them in the morning coming out together, because it looks super cute. I did give them some more hydration and some romaine earlier to make sure that they go into hibernation fully hydrated. So they're just poking around now. Most likely our last day of hydrating before hibernation. Oh, there's Mama Tortoise, Athena. Michelangelo's over there getting hydrated and getting our water through our romaine. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys a peek to see what I'm talking about with turning the box sideways, and then they just crawl in and go to sleep. And then once he's asleep for a long time, then I will, simply turn the box the other way, set him down, and put him in the garage. So that's where Charlie is right now. All right, good morning. I see you guys looking like you're waking up. So it goes very deep again. I've talked about that a lot, but I'm hoping to share with you how they all four come out of there. It's kind of cool. It's October. You're going to dig your way back in? Okay, that works. So this is a really great porch burrow. So the dirt, when I built this, I have about, a foot and a half of dirt in here. And the dirt I use is sand and I think it's forest debris. There's no pesticides and no, you're going back inside, no pesticides, pesticide free, and fertilizer free. And it's good for them. It does have a lot of bark though, but they can dig in it really easily. And then again, I have big cinder blocks that are under this dirt that I placed with this board on it, and the cinder blocks kind of make a U or a, they are underneath. So when they go underneath, they've got the cinder blocks on the sides, and they've got on the very base. They won't dig to the cement. If they dig down at the bottom, they will dig to a couple of big tiles, floor tiles. And again, it goes back very deep to accommodate all four of them. But I just feel like Littlefoot is too big, because he is a huge tortoise now, only at 4 years old. So the 4 babies are going to sleep in there this winter. And again, if I see with the thermostat, the one that runs into the thermometer that runs into the burrow, if I see that it gets too low, then I'll concern myself with it. But these 2 digital solar thermometers are really awesome. And in the burrow, it's 78 degrees right now, and outside of the burrow, it's on 84.9, so it's about 85 degrees. So that's the 85, and in ground there, inside where they're coming out from, is the 78. So it'll stay cooler, and then later it'll stay warmer, because it'll just stay insulated from all of the dirt. So it's just a good man-made burrow, well, woman-made burrow. And right now everyone's trying to come out. You want to come out? You've got a few more days that you'll be waking up, and there's a cold front coming, and we should end up then having hibernation time for you guys. Charlie is already asleep indoors in a box, because he loves to sleep indoors in a box. They kind of get used to one thing, and so I'm trying to get these guys used to this, and I may expand this. I don't know, 1 year at a time, 1 day at a time. I'm sharing with you all what I'm figuring out, and this is what I'm figuring out right now. This is working for us. It works for me, it works for them, and that's what everyone has to do. So sometime I'll try to catch all 4 of them coming out at the same time. It's really kind of cute. Alrighty. What I've been monitoring are the temperatures here. This one shows 56 degrees, 56.3 inside. That's the inside burrow. It's been staying in the 50s. This one is now 74. This morning it was 41. I'm not happy with that. What that is measuring is the right here. Let me show you right here. So this is the inside temperature for the one that's fluctuating 40 to 70s. Not good for me. I'm not happy with it. This one goes all the way down in there. I know that they're nice and cozy for the winter. The temperature in the garage where Littlefoot and Charlie both have their own boxes, and those temperatures are also in the mid 50s, which is where I like to keep them at. Again, the 40 to 60 is what we want to have them at for hibernation. We put this screen, which is for plants and pets, to help keep the sun off and keep them cool. It is to help keep the sun, because even though this is under the patio porch cover, whatever you want to call it, the sun comes in and hits this in the afternoon. So this will actually keep the thermometer readings to where we want them. So inside the built-in burrow, inside it's 65, and this was much cooler last night. It's like down to 50s, into the actually 40s and 50s. This is the outside area here. So what should happen is, hopefully when the sun hits, it will keep them cooler, and the internal one, this one will slowly get down to between 50 and 60 and stay there for the winter. And my goal is that this one will not get too hot, because we don't want the afternoon heat to be disturbing them going into hibernation.